What's up everyone, Jeff Kinder here, and we are back with another video. And today we are heading to Pennsylvania to visit my buddy Joe Szabo from Szabo's Arcade. A few weeks ago I purchased a Phoenix cabinet from him, so I'm driving out there today to pick it up. I guess I've been on a little bit of a Centuri kick lately. This year I've picked up, let's see, Eagle, Challenger, Time Pilot, and Vanguard, the last video I just did. But so in that video I had mentioned that the Phoenix cabinet that I've had for over 20 years, I recently noticed that it was not always a Phoenix. It actually started out as the Pit, and then it was converted to Phoenix at some point in its life. So I thought it'd be kind of cool to try to convert that back to the Pit. So the first step would be to get another Phoenix cabinet. So that's what today's trip is about. And then I'm going to try to start finding the pieces. So far I've already found the PCB, so I got that out of the way. But I think the difficult parts are going to be the artwork, the side art, the cardboard bezel, the control panel overlay. I think there's one or two companies that I've noticed that make a reproduction marquee for the Pit, so that should cover that. But the other pieces are going to be difficult to find. I guess I could do without the side art or the cardboard bezel, but I would really want the control panel overlay. So I'll be looking for an overlay or the entire control panel. But yeah, so that's going to be that project. So anyway, it's a beautiful day. The sun is shining. It's just a great day to be on the road. So why don't we head out to Joe Szabo's and check out that Phoenix. Here at Joe's. Let's see what we got. Joe, buddy, what's happening, man?
What's going on, man?
How's it going?
How's the ride?
Good to see you. Yeah, it was good. Good, long, but it was good. Yeah, Joe, you used to be about an hour from, a little less than an hour. Now you're 3 hours, so I probably won't see you as much as, but I'm glad to get out here and see you. It's been a while since I saw you.
Yeah, we're definitely more remote now.
Yeah, that's the way you like it, right? It's better that way. So yeah, here's the cabinet, huh? This looks good. Yeah. Phoenix, and it's in all its glory. Beautiful. So yeah, you said right. You said before you have the overlay and the mark, the whole.
So we'll be able to do it for you.
Yeah, great. Yeah, I'll definitely get that. I'll do the body work on it.
Next year project or?
Probably. Yeah. Well, that's right. I'm just thinking. In 5 weeks, I'm having shoulder replacement surgery, so I'm gonna be out of commission for a few months. So yeah, it'll probably be a next year project. Right, exactly. But yeah, it looks good. So yeah, you got a few games for sale here, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I see that.
We're moving out of this area, this storage, so I'm trying to get rid of. These two are sold already. Mm-hmm. There was another one here. You're taking that.
And you posted a video about it, right?
I did. I had it on Marketplace. But what I want to do is I'm going to get each one out maybe and do a more specific to each item. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. And they're all in different stages. Some things are perfectly done, ready to go. Other things are project cabs. Right. It just depends. Like the Crazy Taxi. This is a part just for transporting because it's so tall that we had to take it apart, but it's perfectly functional.
It's a great game. Great game, really too. Fun. I used to play that one a
lot. Really awesome cabinet. It's in great shape. Zero water damage, perfectly. Dave actually redid the monitor and
cool
with it, but so it is missing one side, but the other side is here. I was going to do a custom art for it, which I still may do sometime, but that's great. That's before NBA Jam.
Right. Yeah, I remember I used to play that a lot.
So that's an awesome cabinet.
Cool. And
it's just like the Rampage almost, but it's slightly narrow.
Right. Yeah, exactly.
The funny thing is, when I first bought it years ago, I bought it wanting to get the dimensions for the Rampage, thinking it was the same.
Mm-hmm. Oh,
so
okay.
I'm like, it's not even the same. But not that I don't love the game, but I didn't realize it was narrower by several inches.
Yeah. This, honestly, Rush and Rush 2049. I mean, a lot of people talk about Daytona, great game, Daytona 2. For me, Rush and Rush 2049 were my favorites.
It is a fun game.
My favorite driving game was Atari's race driving. You know, they had hard driving and then race driving. But this, I used to play when this came out. I think it was in like 95, and when this came out in 96. But oh man, I loved it, and I liked. And
what's cool? This doesn't come apart, so it's one piece.
One piece.
Heavy as hell, but it is on casters though, so you can move it around one person easily.
And I don't know what this one weighs, but I mentioned race driving just before. Race driving, I think, was like 800 pounds. That I had.
I'll tell you what. When
I
got this crazy taxi off of a guy on Marketplace, and it took 6 guys to put it in a pickup truck. Actually, we couldn't even do it. Luckily, the next door neighbor, let's say this was the property, his property was like a whole
drop down. So you
could. I'm backing my truck up. And then to get it off at my place, I actually had to call a local towing guy. And he got his flatbed up against my pickup truck. We rolled it off,
and then you
hooked up the thing, and then lowered it down. Like, that thing is so freaking heavy.
Wow.
So I guess you could take certain things apart, but that would be an all-day job.
Yeah, yeah.
I mean, like with the drift here, you can take the seat away, and it's not so bad.
Yeah,
you know what I mean? Same with these bikes. These come apart.
Right, yeah.
And that part, trying to pick it, deadlift it, would be incredibly heavy. Because now you got 2 monitors.
2, yeah.
You know what I mean? But it's cool because it's...
Yeah.
I got this off a guy that had it in a campground.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Wow.
It's really neat.
That's cool. All right, cool. Well, we'll get this thing loaded up. So thanks, Joe. All right, we'll talk to you.
Over.
Yeah. All right, and we are back. We have the Phoenix cabinet back at my house, and just kind of looking it over right now, seeing what needs to be done. So the cabinet itself, looking down at the bottom, there's a lot of chunks taken out of the bottom there. Both sides, you can see it's all kind of rippling up there. So I'm not sure if that was water damage, probably. But we're going to be peeling back the vinyl, the wood grain vinyl on it, and this side too. It's got some big chunks taken out of it. The T-molding, you see, is pretty much coming off everywhere. I mean, on this side, it's pretty bad. You know, it's down here, it's all off. So, yeah, I am going to set up the camera and start taking this apart. We're going to get everything taken out of the cabinet, just get it down to the bare, empty cabinet, and then see what structurally needs to be done to it. All right, set up the camera and get to work. All right, so we are back and we have the cabinet completely gutted and laying on its side right now. So After looking at it a little closely, I can tell that the cabinet has quite a bit of water damage. We're looking at like maybe 9 inches up. This is all water damage, waterlogged. That back panel, that back piece right there needs to be replaced. That's particle board. The bottom plywood actually needs to be replaced. That's got a lot of water damage to it. The front particle board needs to be replaced. There's that big gap in there too. I was looking at that. I thought something was wrong with this front panel, but the front panel's where it needs to be because that's got carriage bolts holding it in place with metal brackets. So this piece here, what happened, I guess because of the water damage, it got weak and maybe somebody kicked it and kicked it inward. So that's on an angle. It's not supposed to be like that. It's supposed to be more straight up, and there's not supposed to be that big gap there. So the project, yeah, we're gonna have to replace that piece, replace the bottom, replace this back piece. The sides, I'm not sure what we're gonna do yet, if I'm gonna cut back 9 inches or so and then put new or what. So I'm gonna start by stripping the whole cabinet down to the bare wood, both sides down to the bare wood, and then from there, then I could get a little bit more of a idea of what I want to do with the sides. But yeah, the front, back, and bottom definitely have to be replaced. So yeah, I think that's going to do it for this video right now. The next video, part 2, will actually be the work on the cabinet. So that's it. We'll wrap it up here. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you soon.